Yo! Video games.
So, I mean, everyone's been talking about this. There's not going to be much surprise here for me, I guess. But either way, I'm going to give you my reactions and, more importantly, my discussion afterwards. Or a participant. I mean, allegedly, that's all. It's all allegations. It's all alleged. Hasn't been proven in a court of law, but they did have people quit. People did just up and quit. So here we go. All right. Let's just dive right into it.
Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
I guess I don't have to sit through this shit. What's up, Red Moon?
This is Ubisoft. This is Ubisoft. Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs.
See the game.
Join us.
But do we get to hear the allegations? Haha.
Welcome back to Ubisoft Forward. I'm Yusuf.
I'm Neela. Today's show will reveal new games, give behind-the-scenes insights from our development teams, and share some exciting updates on projects you've been waiting for.
Let's get started with a game you've been waiting to hear more about since it was teased last year. The gods of ancient Greece need a hero, and it's time to answer the call.
I am interested in this, yes.
As the world crumbles, our divine powers sealed away. Even the gods need a hero.
Well, it has color. Why are you using licensed music, you fucks? Yeah, that name change doesn't work for me. Still on Switch,
My name is Scott Phillips, and I'm the game director on Immortals Fenyx Rising. I hope you enjoyed our reveal video. I'm sure you noticed a lot of new things. Since
No,
we
I
first
would
teased the
have
game,
if you didn't use a
including
fucking
new
licensed
name.
song, you dick. God damn. Also, the new name kind of sucks.
Extra production time has allowed us to expand our vision and explore new opportunities beyond our initial plan. We felt the name Immortals Fenyx Rising better reflected this new experience.
No, it doesn't. I haven't even played it. I can tell you that
We're
already.
excited to give you the first in-depth look at our world, hero, and gameplay.
Your name sounds
Let's
like one of
dive
those
in.
European, like, budget $15 releases on PS2. That's what it sounds like. One of those
Immortals
Phoenix
Rising
published
is a
games.
third-person, open-world action-adventure game set in the fantastical landscape of Greek mythology. You'll play as Fenyx, a Greek warrior shipwrecked on the mysterious Golden Isle. Upon your arrival, you'll meet Hermes, one of the few remaining gods of Olympus. Hermes has heard of a prophecy that only you can save the Greek gods and reclaim their realm from Typhon, the deadliest titan in mythology. This entire epic story will be narrated by the titan Prometheus and Zeus, the king of the gods, adding a unique commentary and perspective to this legendary tale.
This game's got narrators.
Before embarking on this perilous journey, you'll get to create your own Fenyx. And as you progress, you'll find even more opportunities to customize your character by discovering legendary weapons, unique pieces of gear and cosmetics, and earning the gods' blessings and mythical abilities that can turn the tide of battle.
Holy shit. They actually have
You'll need all the
character
help you can get to
customization.
save the gods and defeat Typhon once and for all.
Nintendo about to blush.
On your journey to save the gods, you'll grow stronger and achieve new, incredible things, like gliding with the wings of Daedalus.
You mean
to
a
jump
paraglider.
higher, fight while airborne, and glide freely in the open world.
Yep, it's a paraglider.
Facing off against dangerous mythical beasts like the giant cyclopses, flying harpies, and huge multi-armed hecatoncheires. Harnessing the power of the gods to master a tactical and fast-paced, over-the-top combat system, and solving puzzles and challenges scattered throughout the world to help improve your powers.
I like that. And the combat does
You'll
look
also
much
get
better
to
than
explore
Zelda.
an epic, vibrant, and stylized open world filled with secrets, puzzles, and stories rooted in Greek mythology. Once a peaceful home to the gods of Olympus, the Golden Isle is now overrun by creatures of the underworld. To stand a chance against Typhon and his minions, you'll need to explore this mysterious land and become a mythical hero yourself. The world is divided in multiple regions, all ruled by a different god in need of your help. From the lush landscapes of Aphrodite's plains to the mechanical world of Hephaestos' forge, each region is packed with challenging battles, ancient puzzles, and secrets to uncover. You'll have the freedom to explore this entire open world as you wish, right from the beginning of your journey. Finally, stay with us for the post-show, where you'll get a look at new gameplay. I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. We can't wait for you to play Immortals: Fenyx Rising. There's a lot more to show before launch, so keep an eye out for further updates. See you all.
It honestly looks really good.
I'm so excited to play this game. It's a world.
You still have a job? Holy shit!
Hi, I'm Phil Harrison. We're looking forward to Immortals: Fenyx Rising coming to Stadia on December 3rd.
I mean, it actually looked really
We're also
good.
excited to announce that all Stadia players will get a chance to try Immortals: Fenyx Rising with a free playable demo before launch that is exclusive to Stadia.
I'm still
All
not
you'll need
signing up.
is a Gmail account. With just a single click, you'll be able to add the demo to your Stadia library and instantly join Fenyx on her quest to save the Greek
The
god.
name sucks so
Created
much
specifically
ass
for
though.
this Stadia demo, Ubisoft have developed an entirely unique island for you to experience. We hope you'll love it. The exclusive Stadia demo of Immortals: Fenyx Rising will be playable later
That
this
name,
year. in
Immortals:
all regions
Fenyx-
where
oh
Stadia
my
is
God.
accessible. Thank you to Eve
That
Guillemot
name.
and the entire Ubisoft
That name
Quebec
just sounds
studio
so
for your partnership in
cheap.
bringing amazing
It just
experiences
sounds like
to
such like
Stadia.
oh, it's just like
The
such a
use of
super
Zeus
cheap
and Prometheus
name,
as
like,
the narrators
mobile
in
or
Immortals:
like
Fenyx
like a
Rising
like a
led to
budget
unique
PS2
style of
game.
storytelling.
Here's Michelle Plord to tell us more.
Sounds like one of those like Eurojank
My name
games you
is
find on
Michelle
store
Plord.
shelves
I'm lead cinematic
for like
designer on
PS3.
Immortals: Fenyx Rising. I think the number one thing that I love about my job is the sense of pride that I get for delivering a scene. Our job is consistent with someone who is actually directing. We get to direct where we're shooting, what lens we're using, what's happening in the scene.
Here, we're
Immortals: Fenyx
showcasing
Rising
women
is a
developers. We're
very
totally cool.
narrative-driven game,
We're totally
but
cool
it's
with
also
women
very
developers, guys.
lighthearted and
We're serious,
stylized
please.
and very comedic.
Please
And I
believe
feel like
us.
that's where we get
We're
to shine
totally
as cinematic
supportive of
designers.
women in the workplace here at Ubisoft.
One of the best example I have actually for this is Zeus and Prometheus are bickering because Zeus is very, very much bored about Prometheus' story. So he decides to spawn some monsters, and then they just kind of appear in the world. And then the character sees, so we just kind of crouch zooms on them because we were trying to hit comedic timing. So there's little moments, the kind of like lightheartedness and part of the game that we really like to showcase. Ubisoft really likes to tell stories. And I think that's how you get the players to really be engrossed
Ubisoft
within
likes
a world.
to tell stories. No one is
We
being
wanna make them
coerced.
feel something, even if it's just a laugh or a chuckle. I think we did our job.
Keep an eye out for further updates on Immortals: Fenyx Rising before it launches this December 3rd.
Now, it's time to revisit a dear friend.
Most people think time is
Yes!
that flows swiftly
Finally!
in one direction. But I have seen the face of time.
It's been 84 years.
They are wrong.
It's just calling it remake.
Is a marvel no living man has ever seen. Only the dagger can unlock the sands of time.
No!
He looks like Jake Gyllenhaal. Like they Jake Gyllenhaal'd him even more.
So my father turned to sand.
You cannot defeat this enemy. The sands will consume everything.
That's
Come
kind of
with me,
cool.
then.
They're like made out of
But I
sand
warn
now.
you, I move pretty fast. You'd better keep up.
Prince! The dagger! It can turn back time!
I loved this game. This game was great.
I brought this on us.
You are brave and courageous.
Don't let go!
Kako lukiem.
January 21st.
My name is Anu Kaul. I'm working in an Ubisoft from past 13 years.
Anu is the senior producer of Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake.
For me, it's a big dream. It's not a project, it's a dream that is coming true.
Yeah, a lot of people have been waiting for
Persia,
this.
you know,
Come on.
People love this game. It has put a mark in everyone's heart. And now what we are going to do is we are going to bring it back, because still people have that nostalgic feeling. People want to play that game.
Yes.
We are in an Indian studio. It's an Ubisoft, Pune and Bombay. We actually love to work on this game because we can show everyone, you know, what India is. It's something which comes directly from our heart. So, you know, the main game which was made back then, the main essence is there. All the characters are there. You have your prince, who's very iconic, who was in this game. You have the princess, Farah, and let's not like, you have a Wazir, who is the main villain in this game with all the sand creatures, you know. It just, we have give it a bit more flavorness, bit more enhancement.
They look more like they're based off
the
of...
prince is Yuri, the same voice which was back then.
Oh,
you know,
I
it
see
just
what they're
put
doing.
goosebumps on our hands also when we heard him, because you know, it's something which brings back to us to that nostalgic feeling.
How did you...
Some people say time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction.
Oh, okay, I get what they're
17
doing.
years later, but you know, the main good thing is his voice hasn't changed at all. I don't know how he do it, but it's the same.
Being able to work on the Prince of Persia is a huge honor because I think it's a beloved game. We respected the original design, we respected the storyline, we respected the characters, we just enhanced everything in the game, from camera to combat, as well as the visuals.
That's kind of cool that they're actually letting like some of their
We implemented a targeted
other
system
studios from
which
like
actually enhanced
other
the
parts of the
velocity
world
prince
handle
and
it.
his abilities to
I'm kinda
do
down with that.
amazing performance and amazing moves. We use the latest technology as well as the motion capture to bring realism and to bring logic and sense into the story. We heard the players' desire to play Prince of Persia: Sands of Time again, and we are very pleased to bring it as the first ever remake from Ubisoft.
Is Jordan
It's a
Mechner
beautiful
involved?
story. We are very, very excited to give you this experience.
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake releases January 2021 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
This is Scott Pilgrim, isn't it? Since everyone loved it. Everyone was all too happy. Yep. Scott Pilgrim. Hey, it's a story about a guy who's really terrible to the women around him. Ubisoft would know all about that, wouldn't you? I remember only playing a little bit of this game, and it was good. I remember it being good. Better get it now this time, because, you know, you definitely ain't gonna get it if you miss out now. Available holiday 2020.
Watch Dogs Legion. The fight for
Watch
freedom
Dogs-
begins
I don't
on
even-
October
I'm
29th.
like, do
Ubisoft
Watchdog
will be
fans
back
really
in the
give that
upcoming
much
months
of a
with
shit
more
about
of
Aiden
everything
Pierce?
you want to know about our developing games. But before we go, here's one more thing.
So Chris. Oh shit, downhill domination. Oh, please tell me this is just like a big ass VR downhill domination. That would be amazing. But it's tailored for next gen.
Be on the lookout for more updates on Riders Republic in the coming months.
You know, I'm trying to find an Ubisoft game. That was mostly a lot of games I actually would probably buy
at
and
Immortals
play.
Fenyx Rising.
That's kind of
Clips
crazy.
of Prince of Persia, Sands of Time remake. Got to fight off 7 evil X's in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game.
When's Ubisoft gonna
And
fight
witness
off
the
the
big reveal of
70
Riders
evil
Republic.
allegations?
Along with so much
You
more.
gonna make a beat 'em up about that?
You can expect more reveals and news in the next Ubisoft Forward. Be sure to stay tuned for the post-show, featuring a walkthrough of Immortals Fenyx Rising and a Roller Champions show match.
I wanna watch that Immortals thingy doohickey. Is that on this video or not? Tell me it is.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Ubisoft Forward.
Okay, that's scary.
These wings allow Fenyx to soar through the air.
Okay, that's scary.
Your flying companion, Phosphorus, will join Fenyx on her adventures as well. More on that later.
See,
Here's
this
a nice
looks
opportunity
solid,
to
and
gather some
then
ingredients.
Prince of
We'll use them
Persia,
for potions
I think
later.
looks fine. It doesn't look balls out amazing, but it looks fine. It looks good. I'm excited for it.
In
Scott
Immortals
Pilgrim
Fenyx
comeback's
Rising,
nice because that was a
combat
fun
is an
beat 'em up.
acrobatic, airborne,
That
over-the-top
Riders Republic
mythological experience.
actually
With
looked
her powers,
really
Fenyx
solid.
can dominate these soldiers.
Hey, look, it's Breath of the Wild with a
Cyclops is another story. Boulders
half
are
decent
his
combat
weapon choice.
system.
Fenyx wields 3 legendary weapons, but her ultimate weapons are her godly abilities. That move was Athena's dash. And now for a bit of Ares' wrath.
Yeah, this actually looks mostly just like Breath of the Wild without the frustration.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Smashing the ground is also one of his favorite attacks. Let's take a health potion. Just
Improved
to be safe.
perfection? Well, Breath of the Wild is
Another chain of
anything
ability
but
attacks and he's
perfection.
knocked out. Stunning enemies provides an opportunity to get in a lot of hits to regenerate stamina.
Maybe online for
Now we'll finish the
this
fight
game?
with Hephaestus' hammer.
I don't know why there would be.
Boom! When enemies are defeated, they shed adamantine, used to upgrade Fenyx's gear. Now that the fight is done, we can make our way towards the
It looks
rift.
like Odyssey. It's made by the same team.
Rifts are tears in the veil to the underworld of Tartarus, Typhon's realm.
Shrines.
Vaults of Tartarus challenge your wit, logic, and dexterity, and are also a place to combine your abilities and combat skills to solve puzzles and navigate your surroundings.
Yeah, it's a shrine.
Across dozens of vaults, you will face a huge variety of challenges, where you'll need to mix and match your weapons and skills to overcome them.
Yep, shrines.
Waiting
We're gonna
at
play
the end of
Stadia?
each
Hell
vault
no.
Is a lightning bolt.
Show
of
me that
Zeus.
fiber internet off.
Using their legendary power.
I mean, yes, I do
upgrade your
have
stamina.
that good shit internet. So I could try that, but that would require me signing up for Stadia. I don't want to put any more programs or any
Hidden
bullshit on my
chests
system. I
line
don't need
each
to.
vault. Uncover them to seal the rift.
Hey guys. What if this was just a
On the
failed
Golden
pitch
Isle,
for a
Typhon's
Kid
army
Icarus
lurks
game by
around every
Ubisoft?
corner. And as we all know, where there are enemies, there's loot. Gliding with the wings of Daedalus is always a joy, but we need to keep an eye on how much stamina we're using. Since flying harpies can be a challenge to reach, we can use the bracers of Heracles to pull ourselves toward them to start the fight.
Oh, so smacking things
Phoenix
gives you
needs to be
stamina
careful
back?
with their stamina here. Potion will do the trick.
That's nice. Beating shit up will give you stamina back.
And now on to the next one. Like the Cyclops, Minotaurs also
I
use
forgot
the
Kid
environment
Icarus.
to attack Phoenix.
Don't worry, so did Nintendo.
But with
Only
Heracles'
Sakurai
bracers,
remembers.
we can grab them and throw them right back.
Yeah, magnetic.
He'll also try to hit you with those nasty horns or slash you with his claws. Perfect dodges will grant Phoenix some precious extra time.
Looked like I gave stamina back too.
Ouch. The Minotaur's charge can hit pretty hard. Fortunately, Fenyx has some health potions. With a few more perfect dodges, Fenyx will land some quick attacks. But let's finish this fight with the help of our companion, Phosphorus, to dive bomb the Minotaur.
Bird!
Let's see what they were guarding. The Golden Isle is filled with epic scale puzzles inspired by Greek mythology. Each trial will require you to discover, understand, and then solve the challenge. These trials are found scattered across the entire world, just waiting to be found. When completed, you'll earn coins of Charon to be used in upgrading Fenyx's skills and abilities.
Horse.
Now that we've put our wits to the test, let's move on to the next part of our quest. The first step to relighting the forge is to destroy some of the corruption that Typhon has spread over the Golden Isle. With the corruption destroyed, we can use Heracles' strength to grab some coal and put it in the hearth to start the fire. This is just one of many ways to light the coal on fire.
Light it up.
The hearth is now relit. But since a battle with the legendary automaton awaits us at the forge, let's head to our base of operations.
Breath of the Wild's a new
for some
genre?
upgrades.
I thought it was just open world, right?
This is the Hall of the Gods. It is where Fenyx will reunite the gods to defeat Typhon. All of Fenyx's progression and customization takes place in this central hub. At the River Styx Cistern, we'll spend coins of Charon to upgrade Hephaestus' hammer ability. Perfect for the fight to come. On her journey to defeat Typhon, Fenyx will need all of the upgrades she can get.
Off.
With our new ability, restocked potions, and increased health and stamina, we're ready for this final fight.
Yeah, Homer's Odyssey. Well, you know, Super Mario Odyssey is supposed to be a vague metaphor for it. At least that's what Koizumi wanted to do.
Built by Hephaestus, but corrupted by Typhon, this automaton can unleash lasers on Fenyx. To start things off right, let's use an attack potion.
Yeah,
to enhance
shit, I'm getting
Fenyx's
beautiful
weapons
song
and abilities,
flashbacks.
preparing her for the rest of the fight. Athena's dash and Ares' wrath are all good choices here.
Beautiful, I must become beautiful.
The automaton's uppercut is quite deadly, but this combo will knock him right out. Let's finish him off with our newly acquired ability. And he's history.
Are we the bad guys?
Power has been restored to the forge.
Reminds me, where the fuck's our next? Where's the new
Hephaestus'
Nier game?
workshop is roaring
Shit,
back to life.
where's
Fenyx's
the
job is
port
done.
of the first one? What the hell happened to that?
It seems Typhon has other plans. We're seeing Typhon's rage, which means he sent a corrupted, fallen hero to track Fenyx down.
Did you say Phoenix down?
This walkthrough was just a preview of the amazing.
Am I
journey
watching
Fenyx will
Kid Icarus
experience
of the
in
Wild?
Immortals, Fenyx Rising. More trials, more larger-than-life monsters, and more adventures await you on the Golden Isle. Thank you for watching. See you December 3rd.
More near TGS. This looks good. I'm down. I'm all kinds of down for this game. That name sucks, though.
And there it is. Now, December 3rd may seem like a long way off, but
not really.
We've got a lot to share with you between now and then. And now that you've gotten a look at the game,
it's less than 3 months.
We want to know what you think. So join the fun on socials. Once again,
on socials.
I'm Mimi, and this is Immortals Fenyx Rising. Now, Ubisoft Forward post show continues. Roller Champion, what you got?
What is this shit?
Hey, fellow champions! For the past few months, the Roller Champions dev team has been working on the games with groups of players from different skill sets.
Don't care.
It just so happens that sometimes we...
Okay. All right, chat. I'm gonna jump back to. I've got 2 apples. You got 2 too. All right, so I'm actually. This was probably the one conference of the summer that had the highest percentage of games I am interested in. Immortals, which I hate the name, absolutely hate the name, looks solid. Looks like a good old time. I am excited to play Gods and Monsters. I mean, whatever. Immortals, Fenyx Rising. God. Ugh, like, whatever they were thinking with that name change, just, ugh. I mean, Gods and Monsters sounded kind of super generic, but, like, this name just, they somehow made it worse, I feel, with the name. But the game looks solid. Like, just take Breath of the Wild, mix it with the Kid Icarus aesthetic, get rid of some of the annoying shit, you know, with the breakable weapons, and make like the combat way more involved. And there you go. We'll see how it holds up. You know, we'll see how stable it is, or not. You know, or we'll see. We'll see how we'll really have to see how enticing the world map is. Like, I mean, I haven't really played an Ass Creed game in a while. So I don't really know what the competence level right now is of Ubisoft's map and world design, but I guess we'll see. But I'm hopeful. You know, Andrew's talked a big game about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and this is spearheaded by the Odyssey leads, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it looks solid. Like, I don't know if it'll be like the game of the year or anything like that, but you know, hell, it looks nice. Yeah, it is coming to Switch, so that's kind of you can kind of tell a little bit where it's like it's not the most like graphically like balls to the wall game. It looks really good, but it's not. I don't think it's pushing next gen or anything. It's probably because they wanted it on Switch, because they probably know Switch is very likely going to be the best selling version of the game. Yeah, it's coming to PC. I'm almost positive that it was on PC, and we're gonna find out in 1 second here. Uplay, which is I think PC. Yeah, Epic Game Store, Stadia. Yeah, it's on PC. So yeah, it actually looks. I was actually pretty impressed. I was like, yeah, this looks like something I will enjoy playing, but we will have to see how the map design holds up, and we'll have to see. I mean, in the trailer used a bunch of licensed music, which didn't fit at fucking all, and the in-game music just sounded sort of generically like Hollywood epic movie score. So yeah, we'll have to see what goes on. I dig it. I like what's going on here. I hope it comes together. I hope it can deliver on its promising look. That's just basically it. Like I don't want a game to be bad. But sometimes a lot of times I'll look at a game and I'll just be like, I kind of feel like I know what I'm getting into. I kind of don't foresee this. A lot of games are just like, I just don't foresee myself having a good time here. But I could see myself playing this and enjoying it. To some level. So I do think there's a lot of potential here for something fun. But that being said, let's not forget, this is being made by Ubisoft, and Ubisoft has heavy allegations against it that have been going on, that they've been harassing their employees for years, and the higher ups have done nothing about it or been directly responsible for it. So I'm not forgetting about that shit, as much as they might want me to. Fuck them. So yeah, that looks nice. I'm very happy that we're getting a Sands of Time remake. It obviously doesn't look like it has a huge budget, and that's fine. It's coming from some of their I would say newer studios. I don't know how you say the correct pronunciation of I don't know. In English it just reads like Poon, but it's probably Pune or something. I don't know how you pronounce that city's name. And then Ubisoft Mumbai, and that's pretty cool. I'm kind of down to see. I'm always interested to see what other countries that have not had traditionally much much history in game development. I'm always interested to see in what comes out of them. Because we just got that one not Prince of Persia game. Raji, and now we're getting an actual Prince of Persia game, which is also coming, which is so weird how both of those games these are coming from India, both the not Prince of Persia and the actual remake of Prince of Persia. So that's kind of interesting, but I'm always interested to see what stuff comes. I'm always interested to see what could happen, because honestly, it's a big world, and there's a lot of talented people all over the world, and for most of gaming's history, it's been America / Canada, Japan, and Europe, mostly England, and then maybe France. We're only recently, in more recent times, we've seen really stuff come out of Spain and stuff come out of Greece, and we started to see games come out of South America and Chile and stuff. So it's always interesting to me to see stuff come from new places. I'm very intrigued. Poland, oh yeah, CD Projekt Red. So it's always intriguing to me to see okay, what does this region of the world, what are they gonna, what's their voice, what new kind of look, feel, whatever are we gonna get out of it? So yeah, I'm interested to see what this, because to me it looks like it's a new team, or at least a younger Ubisoft development studio. I forget who did the original Sands of Time. I think it was Canada or France that did the first Sands of Time. And yeah, their faces don't look great. They look like they're going for a more realistic take on the Prince and Farah and I think his name was actually Jafar, the Grand Vizier. Was it Montreal? It might have been Montreal. I know Jordan Mechner was involved in Sands of Time itself, and I don't remember if the main studio was in Canada or France for Sands of Time. The Vizier, I just call him. Yeah. Anyways, it looks like they're going for a more realistic take on the faces, which I think is what's throwing a lot of people off. And even I'll admit, yeah, it does kind of stick out a little bit to me. Probably not in the best way, but at the end of the day, it's just nice to get, a remake of Sands of Time. Otherwise, other than the sort of it's a little jarring, off-putting with the new face models. It honestly looks like a solid, awesome upgrade to the old game. I like most everything I'm seeing here. I really don't have any complaints about any of the rest of this shit. I'm just happy it's here. I'm happy to be here, And this comes out in January, So there's definitely time for them to like touch up the faces, the face models, which I imagine after today and all the backlash, if you will, like the way Marvel Infinite was getting, I imagine they'll touch it up a little bit. It's $40 for the remake of this game, which is very un-Nintendo like of Ubisoft. So good on them for that. But I'm thrilled it's happening. It's obviously not gonna. It doesn't have the biggest budget, nor does it have the largest team from Ubisoft. But it's still here. It still exists. It still looks good. I'm still really excited to play it. I really hope that it does well and that it'll lead to maybe new Prince of Persia games in the future. My hope is that it does a sort of Crash Bandicoot thing where it does super well, and then it leads to, okay, well, they like the remake, let's give them a brand new one. So that's kind of awesome. Like, I think that's the hope there, is that go from there, like how we got Crash 4 now. Remake Warrior Within. I don't know how many people will be excited for our Warrior Within remake. Scott Pilgrim coming back is nice because people have been bitching about it forever. It's a really good example of the problem with... This is why digital-only games are problematic. Because when you get a licensed title like Scott Pilgrim and the license runs out, that game is gone forever. Can't be resold. It is tied to whatever account still has it. That's fucking it. The all-digital future has major drawbacks, and we're only getting a correction on this 10 years later. So yeah, I mean, and I mean, like, it's a good game. It's always been a solid game from what I can understand. I didn't really like the movie that much. As some people pointed out, like, the movie's about a guy who's trying to cheat on his girlfriend with another girl, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, like, a guy who's just kind of a dirtbag, especially to women. I don't really know that I'm really feeling being like enthused with this character, although it fits right in with Ubisoft's model. No PC version of Scott Pilgrim. That was probably a mandate from Universal. And then, like, jumping ahead, though, this was the biggest... Okay, let me go back. This was the biggest surprise to me of the show, was Riders Republic. And I'm actually kind of excited for this. Like, in a weird sort of way. I think it comes out February. But the idea of just having a sort of... I mean, the sandbox thing's got me confused. So is there like I guess there's like exploration. It's like Pilot Wings. It's like Pilot Wings if Pilot Wings had like some big ass multiplayer component. And why? Oh my god, why did it drop so low? What's wrong with you? That's kind of like the vibe I got from this thing, which was just like, wow, it's so you take the idea of like a big Pilot Wings thing, but then you add all these other modes like trick modes, and you had like the massive multiplayer races, these massive downhill races. That's just gonna be fun. I can imagine myself and others on YoVideogames having a ton of fucking fun with this game, especially with the downhill aspect of it. Yeah, dudes versus chat. This was a big surprise because I usually don't care about this. Like, they had like games like Steep and whatever, and I'm kind of reminded a lot of there was a game by Criterion, Burnout devs, that they showed an early concept for at E3 one year, and it was supposed to be this sort of like racing game that encompassed everything, where you could like jump out of helicopters into cars, jump into ski boats, into jet skis or whatever, and then it got canceled because EA is shitty. EA fucking ruins everything it touches. But yeah, like, so the idea of that was lost, and this is not quite that idea because it's not vehicular racing, but it is taking the idea and sort of, it feels a little bit like, okay, it's got like bikes and snowboards and jetpacks and whatever the hell else, like skis, like puts that in there. So But I don't know. Biggest surprise to me because like, who knows if this concept will pan out? Like, there's no guarantee this is gonna pan out anything great. Now, the big problem with this game I can foresee already, and I don't really play a lot of Ubisoft games, but there are a lot of Ubisoft multiplayer games, and a lot of them have been fucking ruined by like copious amounts of microtransaction hell. So if this game has bullshit in it where like, you know, you need a particular bike, you need particular wheels, or you need a particular like snowboard or jetpack to do any decently in this game, and to get it either requires like hundreds of hours of playtime or fucking extra money, then this game can burn right in hell. Depending on how it is. So I don't know how Ubisoft games work otherwise, because again, I don't play them, but I can easily foresee a future where like the concept of this game is ruined by the fact that you need to spend extra money on better equipment for your character in it. So I can definitely foresee that being a problem. So the concept is solid, but I think it's really going to depend on how Ubisoft fucks over this thing on microtransaction, because it's Ubisoft, it's AAA, it's you know, it's made by like 10 different studios, and you know, and again, and it comes from the mega publisher with like multiple years long sexual harassment allegations levied against them. It's going to have microtransaction hell in it, which concerns me, but I hope it lives up to its promise. I really do, because damn, I mean, I could see the concept here, and I could see how much fun it could be, you know, with the dudes, with chat, but and it will have microtransactions, but we will see how awful they are. They're never good. There's no such thing as a there's no such thing as a good microtransaction. It just doesn't fucking exist. It's not it's not even an oxymoron. It's literally like it's an impossibility. There's just microtransactions you don't mind as much. Because at no point should a $60 game have a single microtransaction ever at any point. Period. So there's no such thing as a good microtransactions. There's just microtransactions you don't mind as much as the others. You know, DLCs is something different, where it's like, okay, DLC should be something where you make a game, you have everything you've ever designed for the game is in the game, and then you add not fucking cosmetics, but like you add new content, new areas, new actual gameplay design stuff, and that was done after the game already released, after it had been out. You did not work on that during production of the main game. You worked on it, you know, after the main game was finished. Then if you want to charge for that DLC later on, that's fine. That makes sense. That's reasonable. That's understandable. That's good. For keeping a game's lifespan going. But when most of these games are designed and developed now, they have hundreds of things, usually mostly costumes and cosmetics, that are designed, drawn up, implemented, or started to be put in the game, and then they just gate it away immediately for a microtransaction. It's like, fuck you, that work was already done. I already paid $60 for this. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I really hope this delivers, because this was the biggest surprise for me, was Riders Republic. I keep wanting to call it Downhill Domination. I keep looking at the bikes and I keep thinking Downhill Domination, but this might be the dopest thing for multiplayer. So I am very excited. I'm excited just to like fly around on a jetpack, not run into any bears. I'm excited to do the big downhill races, mostly the trick shit, whatever. But cancel my Netflix account? Why would I cancel? I don't have it. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Bears with jetpacks. Yeah, this could be a lot of fun. This could be. But there's also a high percentage that this could be a total shit show when it comes to AAA game design. Game isn't. Shouldn't the sky be red and half the trees on fire? I mean, maybe for the Yosemite Valley part and the Mammoth part, but yeah, Iceborne is a really good example of that's proper implementation of DLC. Is Iceborne. Torna is proper implementation of DLC. DLC that's so fat that you can just buy the DLC and just play the DLC and not even buy the original game. That's proper DLC. This is what I'm looking forward to, man. This fucking shit right here. This could be dope. So Blood Dragon. Blood Dragon is actually a good example of good proper DLC. Which is funny because I did come from Ubisoft. But yeah, this is what I'm looking forward to. And yeah, Riders Republic. So Immortals. I'm gonna end up calling it Immortals over and over again. Immortals, Prince of Persia, Riders Republic. That's Scott Pilgrim. That's 4 games I am probably gonna buy out of what, 5 or 6 that they showed. I think they showed 6 total. They showed 6 games, and 4 of them I'm gonna buy. That's a pretty damn good conference for me. And one of those games was just fucking updates to Rainbow Six. Who gives a shit? It's not even a new game. It's just updates. The only one I actively don't give a fuck about is Watch Dogs. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be people who enjoy that game and play it. I couldn't give less of a shit personally. Yeah, but yeah, that was the Ubisoft Ubi Play, whatever. Please forget that we have tons of allegations levied against us that have come from the highest up people that have been ongoing for years. Please forget about all that. Buy our game. Enjoy our product. Immortals is more fitting considering it's Ubisoft. Yeah. Immortals. But Sam Fisher though. Yeah. So yeah, I was actually that was a good conference. It did not succeed in its job of distracting me from all the other shit going on with the company. Too bad. But I did like the games I'm seeing here. I am actually looking forward to Immortals, Ubisoft Immoral, and that's what I'm calling it, Ubisoft Immoral. I'm looking forward to that, and Scott, and Sands of Time remake, and Rider Republic.